Alright, it's time for some good news, everybody. Just in time, Kate. Alright, are you ready? Okay, so a billionaire CEO gives ousted hermit $180,000 to rebuild his cabin after it burned down. Oh, but wait, it gets better if these ads would go away. Okay, a self-proclaimed hermit who became unintentionally famous after losing his home to a fire, about to get new digs thanks to generous donations to a GoFundMe campaign and one whopping big check from a philanthropist. 81-year-old Riverdale, whose real name is Dave Lindstone, had been living off the grid in the same excluded New Hampshire location for almost 3 decades. He didn't own the property where he had built his modest A-frame cabin on the banks of the Merrimack River, but says he had permission from the site's previous owner to stay there. Classic. Citing environmental and zoning violations, the current owner, however, took steps to have him removed. On the same day that Lindstone appeared in court, charged with civil contempt to refuse to vacate his cabin burnt to the ground. Oh, convenient, isn't it? Hey, excuse me, kitty. Don't play with that cord. Thank you. While the cause was most likely accidental rather than arson, the result remained the same. River Dave, along with his cats and his chickens, were out of a home. Estranged from his wife and family for most of his 29-year tenure on the 73-acre plot of timberland, Lindstone kept to himself. He did, however, befriend a passing-by kayaker or boater, and those ties proved strong enough to form an unexpected lifeline. Prior to legal contretemps, longtime friend Jody Gideon hoped the situation between the landowner and Lindstone would come to a peaceful resolution. The owner's lawyers thought otherwise, but after the fire, the point became moot. With Lindstone now homeless, Gideon and friend Sharon Capello quickly organized a GoFundMe page to help Riverdale get back on his feet. As word of his plight spread, donations and offers and places to stay began to roll in. While the response was staggering and the initial $15,000 funding goal was quickly met, nobody could have predicted what came next. Oh, there's a sweet picture of him here with his little house. Lindstone needed a few hankies himself. On August 11th, New Hampshire resident and billionaire CEO of Palantir Technologies, Alexander Harp, reached out to Lindstone and wrote him a personal check for $180,000 for living and future expenses. I hope each of you are sitting down and have a tissue or two next to you, as what I'm about to show you is a part of the happy ending to come, and I can't imagine a dry eye anywhere after reading this. Gideon posted on her Facebook page of the generous donation. And then shows a picture of him like almost crying. Aww. The monies raised for Riverdale are being put in a trust for him for reasons of privacy. He'll be staying at an undisclosed location over the winter, and sometime next year, at a building site is yet to be named, construction for his new home will begin. I feel about as good as I've ever felt in my life, said Riverdale. Although he admitted the recent outpouring of kindness and support has been something of a revelation to him, maybe the things I've been trying to avoid are the things that I really need in my life. I grew up never being hugged or kissed or having any close contact. I had somebody ask me once about my wife, did you really love her? And the question kind of shocked me for a second. I'd never loved anybody in my life, and it shocked myself because I hadn't realized that, and that's why I was a hermit. Now I can see that love being expressed this way towards me that I never have felt before. Meanwhile, as the GoFundMe campaign winds down, Gideon hopes to keep paying the love forward. We feel that we can help Dave build a good life now, and will forever be thankful, she posted. We also know how many other charities and people are in need of help. At the end of the month, we're asking that the spotlight be passed on to others to bring awareness and opportunities to spread the love and continue to be the change The world's a better place with each of you in it, and we simply can't thank you enough. Isn't that a great story?